Good evening, folks. It's your bro, Rich here again. Today's video is now an extended video of the Buick Gran Sport, I believe. Today I'm still continuing on to where I left off to. Before I continue on, make sure you all like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all so you literally don't make brand new uploads. Sorry, I'm repeating. I'm just so damn tired. I've been working a lot today. Oh god, that has a huge effect on me. Like honestly, just unbelievable. Alright, I'll try to get through this as much as I could, but before I continue on, make sure you all like the video. So like the video, subscribe, comment, comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell. So hit the notification bell and hit all so you literally don't make brand new uploads. Alright, so without any further ado, let's continue. So optimal carburetor. So both optimal carburetor and so optimal carburetor and ignition tuning yielded a peak gross horsepower rating of 382 horsepower. In the previous video, I think I said it was 381.7, but I just forgot to write it up, so I apologize. So 382 horsepower, again with no motor fan, air cleaner, so with no motor fan, so engine fan, so motor fan, air cleaner, so motor fan, air cleaner, or so again with no engine, so no engine fan, air cleaner, or so again with no motor, so no motor fan, air cleaner, or mufflers in place. So there's no engine fan, no engine fan, air cleaner, or mufflers in place. While urban, so continuing from that part now, while urban legend, I can talk. Urban legend, so urban legend, while urban legend would have us believe that these motors, anyway, sorry about the bikers, but whatever. Anyways, while urban legend would have us believe that these motors made 420 horsepower. 420 horsepower. That's a lot. That's a lot. From the factory, actual empirical results prove otherwise. So results prove otherwise. Although another dynamometer test on dynamometer test on a 1970 Skylark GS, so Skylark GS stage 1 showed an SAE gross of 471 horsepower, which is more consistent with the motor producing about an SAE net of 360 horsepower. The stage 1 motor, the stage 1 motor option used cylinder heads. So the stage 1 motor option used cylinder heads that, while using raw castings of the same pattern as all of the other Buick 450 as all of the other Buick 7.5 liter 450 455s. 7.4, 7.5. That's the same. That's the same arrangement anyway. So sharing the same model year. So sharing the same model year were machined differently in order to accept larger valves. 2.13 inch for the intake, so 2.13 for the intake and 1.755 for the exhaust. So 2.13 for the intake and 2.13 for the intake and 1.755 for the exhaust. And to produce smaller compression chambers. So and to produce smaller compression chambers, and to produce smaller compression chambers for increased for increased static compression ratio. The option also included a more aggressive camshaft, so the option also included, so there's a lot of parts of it. The option also included a more aggressive camshaft, specially tuned 4-barrel so included a more aggressive camshaft, specially tuned 4-barrel quadrajet carburetor, more aggressive ignition timing, 5/8 inch oil pickup tube, and a higher numerical final drive ratio. So higher numerical final drive ratio. It was available with either a 3-speed. So it was available with either a 3-speed. So 3-speed to 3-speed turbo hydromatic or turbo hydro 400. So 3-speed turbo hydro 400 automatic, or a 4-speed Muncie M22 manual. Although it was later discovered and confirmed the 1970 70 GS Stage 1 convertible was produced with a 3-speed manual and a standard 3.64 to 1 posi traction axle ratio. So if you're planning to get a version of that car, 1970 GS, with a Stage 1 tune, you've got to be careful because you never know what transmission you would get it with. So just be careful of which one you would get, because if you get the wrong one, you would be scammed. That would mean you would get scammed. So please be advised, just be careful of when you get cars like these, because people will really get scammed, like from different owners and different people from dealerships and all that kind of stuff. So just be careful when you get a car like something like that, because you never know what's gonna happen. You know, if it might have the wrong engine, gearbox, drivetrain, all that kind of stuff, and what trim it might be, and blah 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 blah. So my advice, just be careful, okay? You never know what's gonna happen. So just keep that in mind. Just be careful at all times. You never know, like that can happen at any moment, at any time, at any place, for any cars in life. Literally, just be careful. Anyways, so although it was later discovered and confirmed that one 1970 GS Stage 1 convertible was produced with a 3-speed manual and a standard 3.64 to 1 posi traction axle ratio. Stage 1 cars equipped Stage 1 cars Stage 1 Stage 1 cars equipped with air conditioning, so AC, received a 3.42 received a 3.42 axle ratio. While powerful in production form, the Buick 7.5 liter 454, including stage 1 engine, so motors have problematic engine blocks, has problematic engine blocks. All used 2-bolt main bearing caps. The oiling system was under so was was undersized for high RPM use, including stage 1 motors and thin walls in the lifter valleys, uh, promoted cracking, like it's starting like crack, like it's starting to break. So promoted cracking. So cracking. The magic of the stage 1, it would seem, was primarily attributed well was primarily attributable to its advanced for the period cylinder heads, stunningly high torque, and the relatively mid-high range horsepower they produced. The upgraded motor option to the 1970 GS 455, the moderately priced stage 1 pack drew a great amount of both attention and controversy. So both attention and not event, sorry. Attention and controversy. There we go. So attention and controversy. So in the muscle car world, when in the 80s it was listed as faster than any other Chrysler Hemi. So when in the 1980s it was listed as faster than any other Chrysler Hemi cars in the original 50 fastest muscle cars list. This Hemi versus Stage 1 controversy has prompted. So this Hemi versus Stage 1 controversy has prompted several contests to settle the issue. It remains an unsettled matter, and has been a great boon. It's like saying boon, but taking out the M and putting B. Has been a great boon to car magazine sales over the years. There's also a rare stage 2 option produced. This was a dealer installed pack, known as a dealer option, first offered in 1969. So it had a pretty decent amount of parts. It included a cam, so cam, so camshaft, so camshaft, so camshaft, and possibly cam gears as well. Headers, intake manifold, higher compression forged piston, so higher compression forged pistons, hollow push rods, and some calibration changes to the ignition, and some calibration changes to both the ignition and carburetor. In 1970, the stage 2 pack was designed for the 450. So in 1970, the stage 2 pack was designed for the 450. So was designed for the 455 and included special round exhaust ports, stage 2 headers, matching custom, so with a K not a C, brand headers, a radical cam, high compression forged pistons. So high compression forged pistons, Edelbrock B4. So Edelbrock B4B. So Edelbrock B4B aluminum. So Edelbrock. So Edelbrock B4B aluminum. So Edelbrock B4B aluminum intake. So B4B aluminum intake. Holley carburetor. Number is 4781. 850 CFM. And other equipment for racing. Few stage 2s. Few stage 2 tunes even exist. So they even exist. And Buick only ever factory assembled one of the stage 2 test units. It was a factory GSX clone test mule. So test mule with a 4-speed manual used for speed testing. That GSX test mule was equipped with 4.78 gearing and was driven on both the streets and tracks. Some on both the streets and tracks on the west coast. So on the west coast. The stage 2 packs existence, however, wasn't made public until 1972, when the stage 2 parts could be ordered in any combo. There's a little documentation about any stage 2 cars that were sold. Three are known to exist, and all three of these cars were built as stage 1 cars at the factory. One was owned One was owned by Kenny Bell. Excuse me. First name is spelled K-E, so KENNE-BELL. A factory backed Buick high performance specialist. So high performance specialist based in California. So based in California. Sponsored by sponsored sponsored by uh, Reynolds Buick. Okay.